Hello and welcome to DonoPell News. Apparently, the Jedi have purged their mid ranks. 40 people got demoted to Initiate or Knight. There are now 8 Knights, 1 Ranger, 7 Padawans left, and 64 Initiates. Just a little while ago, they had a little speech or questionnaire thing that they hosted where they answered questions from the populace. And Arsaces were there, and he also talked somewhat about LSA 2, LSA, and what's to come, including the reveal that force powers are on their way within and are being worked on within the week by Clayta Killer. So we will be letting you hear that all now in just a second. But I will be ending this little segment here and allow you to watch.
About it for the new people.
Hello.
Yeah, welcome, Shay.
We can actually bring people on stage. If you guys want to ask a question, raise your hand.
Yeah, raise your hand. We'll bring you up. Or I don't think they can do that, can they?
Or just ping me in.
Yo, I got a question. I can't raise my hand.
Yes.
Okay. So, what's gonna be done to make sure that like the middle ranks are not gonna be like stagnant once they reach there? Because like right now, like we already talked about the academy. A lot of us feel like, well, hosting them was pretty useless. Like it was demotivating just seeing the amount of canceled events and only having like 1 or 2 people show up. And then hosting IPRs or leading those IPRs was also taken away. It was given to Jedi Generals, which I've seen no one have that role in the efforts of, I don't know. I have no idea what the point of that was. So aside from that, all that was left for us was just to attend raids. And that's what we've been doing. So like
most of the MRs,
they
haven't most of the MRs that were demoted, they haven't made any they didn't try, right? They weren't hosting events, they didn't try to host trainings. That's why they were demoted for the most part. I get that trainings were being canceled, but at the same time, we have a bunch of force sensitives that are always in Cantina. MRs, if they really cared, they could ping them. They could be like, hey, do you want a training? People like Obi-Wan, Sam, and who else? Obi-Wan, Sam, and the other knights that we kept, they do that. They have trainings to get people up in ranks, and that's why they were kept. Unova, we're going to give you Knight back, I assume, or something like that. You talked to both me and Winter. We understand your circumstances, but for other people, for example, Lean, he was sitting here for 4 months, didn't host a single event, didn't host a single training, and he did nothing within Guardians to warrant him staying at his position. That's how we kind of evaluated those things.
I'm not gonna speak for like the other members because it's not my place. They can voice their concerns. Like I get that. Sure, we could have like as MRs we could have tried to host more, even ping those people, but it's just a question of like I'm sure, and I speak for a lot of people. Like it's not fun trying to host stuff and nobody shows up. Like it's also the reason why I kind of stopped doing that for counselors. I started up again a little for like combat trainings with shadows. I did one the other day, but like nobody showed up, so I was like, all right, bro, like if nobody's gonna like show up for these things, like there's no point really hosting them. So
yeah,
like it was just a question of motivation and people not showing up, and that's that I feel like that's why a lot of people weren't hosting. Which is, yeah, sure, some of it is our fault. We could have pinged the specific people that are trying to rank up and host those people lessons, but like I don't feel like it's fair demoting these people for just that, especially when a lot of them have been showing up to every single other event. I don't think that's very fair.
So you were a previous Jedi Knight, so you did see how we did have a quota. And
Yeah.
We will be be implementing that. I'm pretty sure it's more like, oh, people aren't showing up, so it's not hosting events. I feel like no, we should just be putting in time, and eventually people respond back with more dedication. Like, oh, hey, like they're hosting events, show up. Like, yes, people will decide not to show up, but that's all done. The people that will show up, they'll keep on showing up because they find these events fun. It's up to the person hosting it to make it fun. So that's why upcoming Jedi Knights and above will be doing this would be really hard requirements.
Sure,
for
sure.
them.
For like, I have faith in the systems you guys are going to build. Like, I'm not gonna bash on it until I see it. Like, I don't know. I feel I just feel like it was fair. Like, I'm gonna name call Dice. Like, why? Like, he's my Padawan, but like, why was he kept up Padawan if he's never showing up to anything? When people like Lean I've seen them consistently at every single other raid, and they got demoted to initiate.
So the reason for demoting certain people like Lean back down, and then we kept people like Dice. So it's all about how valuable they are. So let's have this in perspective. So we have actually I'll bring Lean up, but you have to be silent when I'm talking.
Wait, let me speak real quick. So why we didn't keep Lean? Lean was an officer, right? He had a responsibility, host and whatnot. Dice didn't have that responsibility. Dice, if when he becomes knight, he will have the responsibility. If he doesn't uphold that, he will be demoted. Lean was set back down to initiate. Some of the knights were set down to force sensitive. Lean, you could be taken as a Padawan by anyone once the reforms are done, and you can climb your way back up. That's not being taken away from you. It's just that we don't feel like you used your position in a way that was beneficial to the order.
You gave me a day. You set a quota and you gave a day.
Okay. I explained that. So we did a purge. Look, I'm gonna be honest. We were so shitty at doing this. We should have explained it to you guys before we did anything. But yes, I do agree that we were a little bit like, I don't know. we didn't.
Like
we weren't transparent.
Like I was saying.
We weren't transparent. Like we get it. We get why most of the knights are mad after we demoted them and stuff. Like, yeah, we should have told you guys beforehand we're gonna do another purge. But a lot of things we feel like weren't doing good. Especially in NJO. Like especially our structure. And it did come out really sudden, but yeah, like we're kind of doing it out of the blue, but we're gonna stop doing that soon. Hopefully we will. Every single decision we make, we'll probably explain it before we do it and inform you guys well. Hold us all accountable, especially the JC, me, Liam, and Stray. Yeah, we should be. I hope that explains it more.
Yeah.
Hello.
Arsaces.
I am here.
Hello.
Hello. This guy's like, oh Jesus, this guy.
Arsaces, why him?
Why this guy? It's okay, I'm here.
What paths are being merged together? So we're gonna make it's gonna be Guardians and Sentinels. And there'll be ranks like in Sentinels, you'll still have Shadows, kind of, in a way. And then in Guardians you'll have Crusaders. It's like the main focus is going to be on NJO. Your paths are just going to be kind of like an organizational they're going to be something you're organized into. So you get to choose, hey, I want to be a Sentinel. Hey, I want to be a Guardian. Then you join that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can work your way into being a Crusader, or you can work your way into being a Shadow.
Any other questions? So we will just let it sit further.
Hey, Z.
You want to bring stacked up? All right. We can do that.
I really love the way you guys are running things.
All right, never mind.
So I'm gonna say this right now. I actually think a lot of you give way too much shit to these people for, leadership and stuff. Yeah, NJO's had a rocky leadership bit for the past few weeks. I recognize that, But I would not blame that on this council. I would actually say that's the fault of previous people basically doing nothing. But they've all sort of been removed now. Like, you might say that these guys are like, they're doing a reform, but let's be honest here, this reform is necessary. Like in NSO, right? When I came in power, I demoted everyone. And I demoted everyone by like 2 ranks, basically. I basically made it said that, okay, if you want to earn this next rank, you need to actually earn it. We need to earn it, and, you need to actually put in the effort, and these ranks need to mean something. Before, they were just kind of handed out like a hooker on Broadway or some shit. Like, it was just handed out to you like that. Now, when you're doing reforms and changing things up and making these ranks more sort of earnable, then it means something more. It means a lot more in that case. It feels like you actually earn something. Especially when people are no longer being free ranked, when people are like, when the high rank, like right now, this high command, like there's a lot less people, and that's intentional. I suggested this myself, actually. So if you want to let out your anger, you can let it out on me. I suggested you should have less high ranks, but more effective ones too. Like we did an NSO and it worked perfectly. It sort of was a little rocky the first week, but now NSO is doing really well as a result of it. And I promise you it's going to work the same exact system here too. Especially because you have more effective high ranks. Like over in NSO, we did not have as many effective high ranks. We had like very few. But here, I think you guys have people that care about the group, that love the group, and at the end, they want the same for everyone else, which is a fun time. As for development, I know someone asked me about development real quick. Who is this Zeke guy? He's just yapping, dude. He's just stop yapping. Stop yapping. Stop yapping, man. Anyways, as I was saying, I think that you guys need to sorry, what was I saying? Development, right? So we are going to be adding force powers very soon. And force powers, I think, will change the combat quite significantly and make things a lot more dynamic and interesting. I will say that it will be locked behind game passes. I don't know if I'm going to make it achievable through regular means. I don't know. We will for LSA 2, but not for LSA, I'm pretty sure. But these force powers will be balanced out. They'll make things fun. And we're not talking Goatem years or days. Clada is okay. Let me clarify this. The only reason Goatem has struggled at all is because of programmers being extremely unreliable. Right now, you guys can also probably notice this. Clayda's been doing a very good job. He's been doing a fantastic job lately. He's actually been doing stuff like consistently. Clayda Killer's the guy who's done the Osis elevator. He's done the what's it called? The what's that thing called? The door with this. Yeah, hard. I was talking about that. Yeah, hard point. Yeah, the vault. He did the vault thing. He's actually invested. He's been doing a fantastic job. The great thing is he's actually learned a lot of programming now. And he may or may not be the one responsible now for LSA 2, so just putting that out there. But he's been doing a fantastic job, and he's going to be doing force powers this week. And I've already talked it out with him. We're pretty confident it'll be finished by this weekend. If it's not, it'll be done by the next weekend. We are not going to be giving force power specifically to any division, because if we do that, we'll do to NSO 2, and that could lead to a whole mess. It's going to be specifically for a Game Pass, but it's not going to be too expensive. I think we're going to do a bundle, so like all the force powers are unlockable through a bundle, and you can just buy them essentially. I will DM you my credit cards. Okay, don't do that, please. Don't do that. But I think that it will change the dynamic a lot, and I think it'll help a lot with making things interesting. If you have any questions, you guys can ask now. I'm fine with that. But I'm basically telling you guys things are going to be a lot better now. Like, we've gone like 2 years without any updates. I know. I'm sorry. I promise you it's the programs. I've tried. But we now have a program that's actually putting in the effort. We have Osis, which is a beautiful map. And I think that these next few weeks are going to be great, but they're going to be consequential. You all need to put in the effort to make NJO great. We basically need to make NJO great again. For real. No politics here. I'm just saying. You need to make it great again. I'm a Californian. I'm just saying this right now. But
hey, loud and proud.
Hey, all of us are Californians.
All of us on stage.
So you're California? I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, no, I genuinely think NJO is going to do fantastic. It's just these reforms are necessary. They might be a little demotivating, but I promise you it's all for a good cause. It's not done just for no good reason. What will these consist of? And will development cease completely on LSA2 project and focus on the main game? Okay, so no, development is not ceasing on LSA2. I just told Plata that he can stop it for this week because I thought that, okay, you guys need, we actually need some good, Genius joined. Hi, Genius. We actually need some, like, something new for NSO and NJO and all that stuff. So I think that'd be fantastic. So we're doing force powers this week, and then immediately when that's done, we're immediately continuing progress on LSA2 combat. I'm telling you guys right now, I will not be doing any dev leaks or communicating anything besides with the QA team, and when things are, you know, laid out and we can do a dev leak and it's a good showcase, so to speak. Because when a thing is in progress, it doesn't look as good as when it's the finished product. So we are sort of being patient with that. Any further questions? Oh, yeah, Casual Enderman also asked, what will these consist of? Force powers will be Force Vision, Force Pull, Force Push, and no, there's a fourth one.
Force Heal?
No, I think I said no to Force Heal solely because I was worried about balancing. I wanted to do Force Heal, but I was not so sure about that.
So Sages aren't going to be a thing. Got it.
They will.
I'll look into it. If it's easy, I'll add a Force Heal. If it's balanced out, I'll see what I can do.
I'll say this much. It existed on Korriban for a time.
Yes, I know, and it was a problem. It was a problem on Korriban, which is why I actually had to have Force Powers removed to begin with. So, yeah. Let me just get my DMs real quick with Clay. Give me 1 second, guys. Force Pull. Oh, Force Hide. Force Hide. I remember. Well, Force Stealth, but yeah. We're going to be having Force Stealth as well. It's going to be only for a few seconds. It can't be used and abused. So, don't worry too much. It is like the old one, yeah. It's basically the old one. I would have done the more complex one, but we're saving that for LSA2. Since I want to make sure it looks good. Sorta DonoPell, yeah. As for making marketing again, so yes/no. The only issues of marketing that we're going to do, not issues, the only thing with marketing that we're going to do is going to do TikToks and YouTube videos and stuff like that. We're not going to do anything further than that. I will be hiring a third-party group for marketing to make sure it is done effectively, or I'll just do it on my own. We'll see.
Called Straight Curious.
You better hire me for YouTube.
Called
buddy,
Genius
boy.
Oberlin,
I'm
excuse
kidding.
me.
I'm kidding.
No, but you
Hey,
actually did a great video. I saw that video and you did fantastic. Yeah, what's up?
Is ICW coming out?
Oh, I didn't tell you guys.
I declined to answer.
Do I say it?
You declined to answer.
Yes, we are doing a campaign in. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say when, but very soon. We're doing a campaign very soon. We are doing an ICW campaign very soon. It is going to include NSO, NJO, and JNC. All 3 factions. Only 3 factions. I am bringing in the AOV team from AOV to help out with here and to carry over. So we're going to have the campaign being set up this week. It's not going to be finished this week. We're setting up
for that one.
Yeah, so that should be fun. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The biggest reason to come back is, one, I've been having fun with NSO and NJO, and also it's been having a good revival. You guys have been doing fantastic. NSO's been doing fantastic, but also the fact that we got a program for LSA2, which makes things more viable. And also, I know you guys want some new things, which is fantastic.
Brother, Arsaces, like I said, bro, you have hundreds of dollars in ads from me once that shit gets released. I promise you, bro.
Okay, sick. AOV 2 when? We are releasing an AOV fighting game in in early to mid-July, so keep an eye out for that, I guess. I guess that's kind of AOV 2, but it's
AOV Battlegrounds?
No, it's a fighting game. It's like specifically a fighting game. We haven't named it yet, but you know what? I'll just do like a couple of. I'm just gonna shamelessly plug myself in, I guess.
Wait. No, we can't. Age of Vikings. Hello.
Yeah. It's like these aren't really good clips, but I guess like you can see like this is not a good clip. Oh, actually, no. I can send this clip. Oh, okay. Wait, am I doing this correctly? Wait, there we go.
Bannerman Never.
We can't do Bannerman. I really want to, but like we can't do Bannerman because of HBO DM saying so many games. Unfortunately, it really bummed me out because I spent quite a few dollars, like quite a few thousands of dollars on that. But it is what it is. I mean, we are gonna do something with Bannerman eventually. We're gonna do a role play game, like a sort of Game of Thrones role play game. But that's in later in the year. What's sec? Why am I getting so many messages? What are you guys?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Bro, the Goatem Skinwalker cave game, 17 endings with Zeus, literally is DonoPell's project. I don't know why he's asking you about
Wait,
this.
okay, no, you know what he's talking about. He's talking about the horror project.
Yeah, I know exactly. But
We had
like,
a
he
horror game
literally
that was
just
being worked on.
took
It
it and
actually
made
looked.
it his own.
If any of you went, like we released it as April Fools and said LSAO2 was coming out. You guys might have seen the progress we did on that.
I
It looked
remember
really
that.
good, but
Yep.
we
It did.
we stopped it because I think we just decided we need to focus on different things. Also, the programmer. Yeah. This is
Okay, so list off all the programmers that have been like cowards and left. You gotta list them all because there's a lot.
should I cause drama? Should I cause drama? Yeah.
We don't condone targeting of programs.
Nah, fuck it, target them, bro.
Okay,
JFK
Mini
Kenobi.
King.
JFK
Mini King.
Kenobi literally scammed us. Like he kept me waiting for like 3 months and told me he was working on it, and he refused to give me updates, which was a little fishy. But I'm like, okay, this guy did at least the game modes for LSA, so surely he's doing it right. But no, he bragged in a Discord about wasting our time intentionally, which is absolute muffin head. But let's see who else.
There's Mini
Sloth
King.
was okay. He was good, but he did eventually retire, which is like, and he did in a iffy way, I will say. But he was one of the okay ones. He did okay.
Mini King.
Mini King. Well, I don't really think we count him. Nobody knew about him, but yeah, Mini King also scammed us, I guess. Well, didn't scam us. Well, he did actually. He actually didn't ask me for any money. Credit to him for that, at least. But he did waste our time for like 2 months, 3 months, maybe. I don't know.
Who was the one that was the teacher of Mini King? The guy that did the TypeScript stuff.
Oh, I don't really count that guy. That guy was there for like a day. It was like Offstone or whatever.
I know that language.
Yeah, Offstone or something like that. Who else is there? Who else? Let's call out every single name. Let's fish out the drama. Yeah, Baller, that piece of shit. Okay, the guy who made SS, actual piece of shit, dude. I'm sorry for any of you that are a bit younger, but he's a piece of shit. He literally he scammed us with LSA. He screwed us over like a month later and went and to make his own game and stole our animations, the ones that we paid for, and everything like that, and then try to make SS. And then we DMCA'd the game that was initially going to be Saber Showdown because he stole our animations, and then he went on to make actual Saber Showdown. And he said he only did it because he wanted to spite us, which is which is beyond
What did you do to bro?
victimization. But whatever.
what about
and also he bought his game. He admitted to buying his game. Just gonna say that right now. But yeah.
Is it still being botted?
No,
Yeah.
no. So
Probably.
he's botting Saber. I don't know. So here's what he did. He basically bought. So this is a strategy some game owners do. Usually the scummier ones, which he is. They bought the game. They give it like a huge influx of like 2,000 players, and then 3,000 players, and then 4,000 players, and then 5,000 players. They bought it. It hits the algorithm, and they slowly trace back the bots as new players come in from the algorithm. So then it eventually takes over, so basically the new amount of players takes over what initially was bought, because they realize that if they keep it botted for too long, Roblox will notice and shut it down. So what he did is he slowly tracked back on the bots. So I would probably say that Shiverton is probably right now. Actually, I think there's probably some bots now because it's been such a long time. There's no way it still has this amount of players, especially since they do no updates. So I would probably assume that yes, he started botting again, but he's definitely botting for Saber Legends. I've already found out proof that he is, which is so utterly lame, man. It's so lame, but whatever.
Bro, Garden bots is so funny, dude.
No, Grow Garden actually wasn't botting. It's already. I've done a lot of research.
Look at this. Look at that image. OG.
Yeah, it's just new players. Roblox has already looked into it, and they can't lie about this kind of shit because if they do, it's gonna lead to lawsuits and shit. So
how in the hell did Grow a Garden get that many people? What the
hell? Because there's a lot of reasons. basically from a game designer perspective, someone who makes games. One, it's dopamine
Addictive.
fueled. It's dopamine fueled. It's addictive. Everything is very basic, so any basic person who's like simple-minded can just go enjoy it, essentially. And it's also like you make your own garden that's unique, sort of, but it's not completely unique. They have a system where you have to go to it. There's a restock system for the plants or whatever, and that makes people want to stay in game every 5 minutes just to see what else is left. And they also do unique events on Saturdays and stuff like that because they want to boost the activity of the game substantially. And if you get there early, then you get the thing from the event. It's very smart. It's very smart. They did a fantastic job. I think it's an absolute shit game. I'm just gonna say that right now. But they're really smart about it. They're really smart.
Arsaces is a liar, bro. That game is fire, bro.
It is not fire. It is a shit game.
Why enjoy your-
It has no like the only cool thing about it, in my perspective, is the effort they put into pets. That's the only cool thing, I guess. But otherwise, it's absolutely I cannot get in. Like, I was so bored after like 5 minutes. Like, it's just mind-numbingly dumb, I guess. But yeah.
Grow it.
No, they've already made almost $1 billion off of Grow Garden.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I'm telling you, okay, I don't think you guys understand. Most games on Steam don't get $11 million like players. Like, I think like it's right now like the most popular, no, like maybe top like 3 most popular games in the world right now. Something like that. Because even games like PUBG or whatever the fuck don't have that many players. So that should tell. I think Minecraft's like the number 1, I think, still right now. But yeah, like they did a real.
I don't think Minecraft's still number 1.
I think it could be. It's either that or Fortnite. It's one of the two. That's like I said. It's top 3. It's top 3. It's top 3.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So. Yeah, guys, we're actually making grow a lightsaber. You grow lightsabers in your field. Yeah.
That would be funny
God.
as shit for April
Genius,
Fool's
I
next
hear
year.
myself through your mic. Please fix that, please. Go to money grab game and then work on LSA. See, I'm gonna be for real with you guys. LSA 2 is kind of, I mean, it's not a money game grab game necessarily. We are putting a lot of effort into it, so I wouldn't necessarily call it that. But he's money grabbing with us. If I was money grabbing with Osis, like, I would not have released it yet. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I regret releasing that early. I do. I don't think Vogarth is like Vogarth convinced me. He gave me those puppy eyes and I released it as a result. But
No, you can't out Vogarth like that. Can't out him like that.
Bio was very he wasn't pissed at me. He was pissed at Vogarth because Vogarth told me that Bio said yes, but Bio didn't say yes. He didn't confirm with Bio. He thought he did. I see why he misunderstood. It's why Bio wasn't too angry at Vogarth. But he got really pissed off and like he sort of just admitted he's not going to work on Osis anymore, which is fine. Osis doesn't really need any updates from a building perspective. It needs it more from a programming perspective, which is already basically being done. No. Vaughn is not getting access because I don't want to disrespect. And then not that Vaughn is a bad builder or anything like that, but we needed the same quality of building for Osis. And maybe in the future, I don't know, but I need Bio's permission. I respect Bio a lot. And he's right now working on a lot of maps for me too. And he's also a fantastic guy, so yeah. Actually, that's a lie. He's a dick, but you know, he's a fantastic guy at the same time. Add gambling to LSA? No. Okay. I think I've yapped enough. Any questions? Any further questions? Since when is Tatooine removed? Did we remove Tatooine? I don't remember.
Yeah, Tatooine is removed.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Kashyyyk is removed too.
You know, I think we removed that because of the loading times. That's why of terrain. I think that's why. One thing I will tell you is we are adding back the old Alderaan.
Thank God.
Yeah, we're adding back the old Alderaan since a lot of people have been asking for that. Wait, what? Fun ass map in ICW2. Which map? Kashyyyk? Did we really remove Kashyyyk?
Yeah,
you guys did.
Why?
It's the best map too.
Really? Huh.
Kashyyyk was goated, I'll be real.
Yeah, because you wouldn't drop FPS like you do on other maps. So it was like It's like on the
Okay,
same
let me
level.
write that
You could
down.
do a lot of raids on it too.
Let me
It's really
write that
fun.
down. Re-add Kashyyyk, re-add. I will take your guys' re-add. We still have Kashyyyk, so you do have Kashyyyk. Oh, the new Kashyyyk is really. Wait, I'm so confused. What?
No, use the old Kashyyyk. The one
You
with
want
the
the old
tunnels and
Kashyyyk?
stuff. Yeah.
Why? What's the difference?
It has caves and it's bigger. It's
Oh,
better.
okay. Re-add old Kashyyyk. Okay, that's kind of lame, but okay. Re-add
Okay.
old Alderaan. What else? Re-add Tatooine. Okay. When I get time, I'll have someone add that in. Okay, I will add back those 3 maps just for you guys, because you guys deserve it. Yeah. Hopefully, we should do more interesting raids. Add back Minbon. We already have Minbon, don't we? We have
It's-
Minbon.
I don't think it's in the loading anymore.
No shot, really?
Yeah. Not in map rotation. And then you can't load it in your private servers either, I'm pretty sure.
Add Minbon. That's weird.
Dude, I hear you guys talking about map rotation. It gives me TF2 flashbacks. Holy shit.
Wait, Naboo's also not in? Seriously?
Yeah, you can only go
Are
on
you guys sure
Naboo.
just people just don't vote it? Are you sure that's the case?
Yeah, no. You can only go on Naboo if you're in private server.
Privacy.
It's so weird. Map rotation and then re-add Minbon rotation. Okay. I'll ask Clayta how long it'll take to do that, and if we have time, we'll do that. It's 15 minutes for fuck's sake. Do you guys like it still that's 30 minutes, or do you want it to be 20 minutes?
30 is better.
30 is
Okay,
better.
I'll keep 30. We'll bring back Naboo. Don't worry, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan, don't worry.
Wait, am I good to go take a nap now?
No, you must stay here.
Oh my god.
Okay. I know I sort of like took over your guys' thing, but let's be honest,
fine.
everyone was bored of you guys anyway. I'm kidding.
Bored of
Nah,
me.
you
No
actually
one's ever
helped.
bored of me.
Bro,
Okay,
you
I'm
gave
glad.
people hope. That was
I
so
gave people
important.
hope.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Any questions from me before I go? Because I need to have a lot of shit to do today.
Can we get this
I
guy
also-
off stage, please? He's been yapping too much, bro. Holy.
Who let Nova on? Who let Nova do that?
Are there any more questions for the Jedi High Council?
Yeah.
That too.
I mean, I have questions, but I'll resolve them with you. It's fine.
Okay. And for those that don't know, Vorithis is Arsaces.
Yeah, that's Arsaces. Right?
Why are you telling
Oh,
people?
of course.
Okay, whatever, bro.
Yo, by the
Uh,
way, DonoPell, valid question, DonoPell.
To master. Oh, that can be discussed.
Yeah, I got you, Xavier.
who just pinged me? Yo, this made me so
Xavier.
happy. Thank you for the clearing of the situation. Of course, Bacon Hair Xavier 23. You are my
By the
favorite.
way, his name is spelled Xaiver.
Xaiver. What? Xavier?
Xaiver.
Oh, okay. I don't care. Oh brother, this guy's things. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, if you guys need anything else from me, I mean, I'll go
Yeah.
now. Bye bye.
Right.
Love you guys. Everything is gonna be great. I promise. Well, I can't promise that, but I can promise I'm gonna do my best.
Fuck Vile, guys. Just want to say that. All right.
All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yo, that's crazy.
DM me any.
I don't understand. Why do you hate them so much? I don't get it.
I think that focusing specifically on a singular division is very much self-defeating.
I mean, I agree, but they're also lending people to help with NJO, so I don't see the issue here necessarily.
Isn't
I mean,
that
yeah.
a weird arrangement?
Isn't that weird? What?
Isn't that a weird
I mean,
arrangement?
Not necessarily.
Just focusing.
I think that TG are putting in the work, and then they're helping the group as a whole. Especially now that like things have come together more. We've gone through that awkward stage, like the prepubescent stage of NJO. Now it's like going towards the maturity stage. So I think things are going a lot better.
Yeah, I've never heard of a prepubescent stage to a faction before. It's normally just like a before launch and after launch.
Not necessarily, no.
All right.
There's plenty of stages when it comes to game, and I'm speaking as someone who's led groups for over 10 years.
Of
So,
course.
yes.
you have
So
a
why do you hate me out of curiosity?
quality. I just really dislike NSO and the way that you've ran NSO historically.
You mean how I'm leading NSO right now?
No, how you've ran it historically. I don't even care.
I've never run it historically. I've never done anything with NSO historically. I sort of just like, I mean, unless you mean 2019 to 2020, that's the only instance which I did, but 2022 I barely did anything. I'm gonna be so for real with you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
You don't like that I didn't. Well, I was focusing on
All right.
community and game development. I don't know what you want from me.
Fine. Fuck it. I just listen, man. It's just strange. It's strange, right?
What's strange?
I can't even. I don't really hate
What?
you. I just don't fuck with NSO. I don't fuck with the way that it's ran. I don't care if you're running it or not. I just don't like the way that it's ran. I don't like.
Well,
that
right
you
now
guys-
it's run pretty well, all things considered. I think that's like objective. In fact, it's going pretty nicely.
Okay.
So maybe you should, yeah. So
All right.
then don't be a hater. Be a lover. You know, live, love, cherish, guys. Live, love,
All
cherish.
right. I won't be a hater, but
Okay. Don't be a hater to NJO either.
listen, I had some criticisms I had wanted to make about NJO, and I immediately get shut down.
Make them.
All right. So of course I'd have to start with the whole purge thing.
That was justified. That was entirely in fact, I suggested it. I was the one who put it in their heads. I told them you should do a purge.
It's just like 2 days after doing a fucking 2 days after doing after implementing a quota. That's barely enough time.
You mean a quota?
Yeah, I heard there was a quota. Yeah, a quota.
I don't know anything about quota, but I think a quota is a good idea too. I mean, to an extent, I think it should not be a job. It should be a mix of both. But I don't necessarily see the issue with that. I think a lot of NGO people have gone really lazy. In fact, and I think it's necessary to do this sort of thing.
I love the idea of a quota. I mean, obviously, it would be better if you just implement it as like a compulsory aspect of like ranking up or something.
Okay.
The education part, but there had been a quote to implement it 2 days prior to what's happening now here, and several knights were demoted who did not, or several people were demoted who did not deserve to be demoted.
I've already talked about a couple of those who should be promoted back. I mean, it's just like 2-3 people in my opinion.
I feel like all of them should be promoted back up to their ranks, and the quota should be.
I've heard a lot of them have been inactive. I'm gonna be real with you. I've heard, and I've seen that too. Like apparently, no. It's not even about activity. That's the issue. It's not activity that's the issue. It's the fact that they're not hosting trainings or doing anything productive, really. Like you couldn't be active. Like we had that too. Like for instance, I'm gonna say it right now, Bread in NSO. He does nothing besides join raids, and we've already warned him. We've already told him, hey, you need to do a better job with this. You can't be just joining. You are a knight. You can't just be joining raids and that's it. That's the extent of your contribution. You have to do more. And a lot of NGO mill ranks have been doing that. So I would say that what NGO, like the council did today, was justified. But I do think a couple of them were a bit like jumps through.
No, I don't know. I don't think you should implement a quota. Not let it run its course. So not let it like act as a filter. To really get rid of the people who are absolutely not interested in being productive whatsoever. Like once that quota gets to act as that filter, then you could do your purge. That quota is the purge. You know that, right? No. So Wow.
I think the quota is not necessarily a purge. It's an expectation set, and people aren't even showing that sort of expectation 2 days in, especially at the beginning. So usually when you set a quota, people start to like lock in like the day after and be like, okay, I should do something now before I get demoted. If they haven't done that after 2 days, let's be honest, the pattern is there.
Oh, wow.
Now, if let's say let's say Stray decide to promote them back in and give them one last chance, and they decide to actually pick up their act, which Stray I think you should consider doing, maybe give them one last chance, and see if they actually pull through.
Some of them, yeah, but not all of them.
Yeah, I think you should do that. I think you should give them a last chance. I actually agree with that. Like Nova and Lean, yeah, Lean should be given it back. I don't like Lean. I'm gonna say that right now. I don't like Lean, but otherwise, I think you should be given it back.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I mainly want Lean to come back up because I want it to be a Padawan under him. Like literally, I was he talking about coming
That's
back,
funny.
and
That's
he
funny.
and he got demoted. So
I get that. No, Lean should be promoted back. I actually think Lean puts in the like he would put in the effort if
yeah, Sweet understood that he had a lot of potential.
I don't give a fuck about Sweet's opinion. Sweet just
yeah,
yaps to
yeah,
get
that's fair too.
Sweet just yaps to get people as
I
his slaves.
only
Basically.
mentioned it because I thought she would care, but
No, I don't really. I honestly like. I don't really care about Sweet's opinion because Sweet's very manipulative too. He sort of encourages people to basically become his like, his very close followers by just being extremely nice to them. I think Sweet's not necessarily a bad dude. I just think he's very unintentionally manipulative, which sounds weird. Like, how can he be unintentionally manipulative? But I think he's so used to manipulating people that he is like he just does it instinctively, and he does it all the time.
Yeah,
Which is why I don't talk with him anymore.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
Yeah.
But listen, yeah, I think that's a much better.
That's very true, Veritas. That's very true. His entire personality is Lancer from like fucking 10 years ago. Like, you should not be making your entire personality about your past. You should be making it about your present. You should not even mention your like. I mean, occasionally you can, like once in a blue moon. That's fine. I only mention that every once in a while if it's relevant to the conversation. If it's not relevant, I don't bring it up at all. You little twat. Anyways, I love you. I'm kidding.
But yeah, listen, I think the whole I think that resolution that you just stated is a much better state of things than just disenfranchising a bunch of loyal members of this sorority.
I completely get the perspective. Yeah, I will say right now though, the Jedi High Council is trying they're doing the best job I've seen a Jedi High Council do in NJO for a very long time. So cut them some slack. They're working along it. If they make mistakes, they'll admit it and they'll work through that.
Yeah.
Just trust in them, you know.
Yeah, I honestly, if it were up to me, that Jedi Council would act more as a clandestine cell operation, in which there's an orator who takes the
You mean like a public relations type of guy to handle things?
a public relations officer.
I do agree that there should be someone who's good at speaking and shit. The problem is everyone in NJO sucks at communicating. So I'm kidding, but you'll find someone. You'll find someone. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll be gone now. Bye guys. Have fun.
Bye.
If I could explain my idea, it would be to have the Jedi Council be run as a clandestine cell operation, or clandestine service. Kind of derived from Al Qaeda. I don't know how to explain it any better than that, but yeah, that's how it should look top down. Bottom up, though, it should just be fuck, I can't speak. Sorry, it should be reevaluated within that context. That context of top down and bottom up. There should be two different things. Two different focuses on reformation of the Jedi Order. So particularly, we should look at the experience that we could create for users within a Jedi Order, or as Jedi in the Order, and we should look at how we can manage this order, and we should look at the administrative administrative aspect of the order. Like how can we manage these people and how can we lead these people? So that's the context that we should look into when talking about reforms, creating experiences and leading. The details of that control center I have to elaborate on further, but I haven't really been into systems design for a little bit, so I have to get back into it, and I'll probably I'm doing this of my own fruition and purely because I just I feel like this event that just happened right now is definitely like a cry of pain. So out of my own fruition, I just want to submit like suggestions and ideas to whoever I'm directed towards. So who do I go to? Because I know Stray is in this chat or in this call. Who do I
You
go
can
to with
DM me
any
anything. You
propositions and
can
ideas?
you can DM me all your propositions and ideas, and I'll bring it up at JHC meetings.
All right, I appreciate it. I'm gonna
Yep.
all right. I would like for, or I'm advocating, or I advocated lightly for Lean to be given another chance with that threat of demotion.
Lean
The
can stay.
threat of
Lean can
demotion.
become a Padawan and take night trials.
Okay. All right. I'll find someone else to yeah, I'll do the whole process too. I'll go up through Youngling Initiate, and Padawan too, because it's not a lot of ranks at all. It shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, I'm just gonna rejoin the order. I'm gonna rejoin the order
Very good.
because
Very great.
I think, huh?
I said very great.
So I think this could be. I think the New Jedi Order has a lot of potential. And I would like to see its potential executed upon. So I'll definitely love. I'd love to help wherever I can.
Any
Sorry if I.
ideas you have? Oh, you're good. Any ideas you have, you can just talk to me about them.
Of course.
And
Alright.
yeah. All right. Perfect. And then I'm gonna dip right now. I have to go call Winter and Liam.
Alright.
All right.
Tell me I cooked though. Tell me did I cook a little bit or was I raving?
You were yapping.
like I
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Huh?
You weren't yapping. You're yapping. I'm kidding. No. You cook. You cook.
What
Yo,
did you say?
Bach,
What did
look at
Be a
you
this.
Padawan
say?
again, man.
Oh my god, you missed.
What did they say?
I was just ranting about how the order could be better led, or how we need to approach reforms. I tried to
How
advocate for
did you?
you as well, but it's looking grim, buddy.
What do you mean it's looking grim,
They're gonna put you down to force sensitive because they're offended.
bruh?
I'm kidding. They want you to go through Padawan tonight again, or that's what Stray just said. But we'll see, because Arsaces did suggest reinstituting
Yes,
your rank.
I can confirm that.
What did Arsaces say? What did he
He said
exactly say?
you said
Or
you should be back tonight. He's some along those lines.
Yeah, he said that, but Stray
well,
said you should do the night trials first.
oh my fucking god! Like I can't complete. Like did they? It can't be as hard as the night trials from Sub Era. So you know what? Whatever.
Well, they are changing the night trials again.
And why is
Yeah,
Baka
and
here?
I have the internet and I have skill, so I'm not
Yeah,
really worried.
Can
look
someone
in
host
the
a
end.
training? I'm trying
Now
to
we are
be a
not
Jedi.
allowed. We are not allowed right now.
I'm pretty sure the training is
Yeah,
the
I don't
lessons
need
are on
ChatGPT.
pause.
I got Wikipedia.
I think that Winter said that the academy will be out in 4 days or something like that. In the
Oh my!
Altria.
Be right back.
Yeah. Yo, Bach, look in the
Yes,
apps.
I see you, GMs.
Okay.
No. Where's this say? Where are you reading this? Yeah.